I missed your call.
The many eccentricities of my father. The house my father built was large and spacious from my perspective. Our hallway, which spanned 12 feet in length, was lined to the ceiling with things. I remember walking barefoot on its bare, concrete floor, admiring the walls of speakers towering before me, the rainbow of cassette cases stacked haphazardly, a layer of dust that dulled the shine provided by the flickering filament of a single incandescent light bulb screwed loosely overhead. The end of the hallway came to a fork. On the right, our greasy linoleum-lined kitchen, that also served as a dining room, smelled of ash. Upon our round wooden dining table, draped with a scratchy tablecloth, you can see my father's GPS systems that we used to use for geocaching were strewn about, forgotten amongst the cereal bowls left from that morning's breakfast. Looking through the kitchen's archway, I remember the large wooden door, weathered and splintering, with a chain lock hanging broken at its top corner. Through the door was the airplane room. The airplane room was a special room that we had that was huge, bigger than our living room and our bedrooms combined. It had a concrete floor and exposed beams, no sheetrock, and the itchy pink insulation poked out from the unfinished walls. The room would be cluttered, top to bottom, in boxes, old stereos, a giant wooden display case that would contain limited edition Budweiser beer mugs that my father would receive from my grandmother, his mother-in-law, every year for Christmas. And of course there were the airplanes. They were the models that my dad built, and he would hang from the ceiling, thus coining the term airplane room. And in that room, the one where we were not typically permitted on entering, was where my dad kept his most recent obsession. Parked in the middle of the room, my father's prized possession, his Harley-Davidson motorcycle. It was shiny and purple, and best of all, it had a small seat attached to its back. That meant that I could ride too. My father would take me on my first motorcycle ride before I could even ride a pedal bike. I remember how terrifying it was cruising down the winding, crunchy roads, clinging to my father's waist, holding tight to the side of my bike with my small thighs. My feet couldn't reach the footrests. The heavy bike helmet would fall down over my eyes, obscuring my vision, and the vibration would rise up my spine and rattle my teeth. And the roaring thunder of the engine. That is something I will never forget. And his motorcycle. It still sits in some trailer in my father's house, collecting dust amongst all his other prized possessions.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.